Hello guys, and welcome back. We're actually going to mute the music this stream and just see what happens. Because I found it easier on me, personally. I don't know, maybe it's harder, maybe it's not as fun having the music, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's test stuff out, you know. So, yes guys, it is still me, it is Kenny Swag. Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play Survival. I wonder why it's actually called Let's Play. That's a weird name, isn't it? I wonder who was the first person to do it and was like, yeah, we can call it Let's Play. So, after looking at my list on my phone, that is where my list is kept. Oh. Anyway, where is that creeper? God, is there? Shit. Flip off. Go away. I don't like you. You're ugly. Yes, we win. So, after looking at the list, which is on my phone, of things that we have to do, I have noticed that there is one main issue that I'm not going to be able to get around until I just do it. And I wonder if you guys can guess what that might be. Yes, that's right. That's right. If you said the fucking terraforming that makes me want to hurt myself, yes. You are correct. That's Dora the Explorer type shit. But how's it going, Nick? Yeah, so we're gonna have to do this. So it needs to be done, so I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna stream and do it. Because that means that if I can do it tonight, which I don't think I will, but if I can somehow do it tonight, tomorrow we can do some more fun things. Like building the lumber mill and better builds that we actually care about, because you know, like these builds they're cool and they're gonna have a great effect on the area, but you're not gonna see them. They're not really gonna be seen that well, obviously because they're underground. Now there's a difference between this and between like shit. Okay. So there is a major difference between like these and between like this. Obviously when you run across the bridge, yeah. Well, let's just run across the bridge. When you run across the bridge, yeah, you're not gonna see this, right? But when you're coming into the area, right, one little subtle detail that you might see that might just make it stand out a little bit more. James, right? Yeah. I just name you whatever your name is. It's easier. Is that little stone edging around here? If you imagine, if you're gonna, because I'm gonna play with like sight lines of how you see it. So we're gonna have like trees all the way along here, but I'm gonna make it so you can just keep catching glimpses of the like build as you walk past it, sort of thing. And also this is gonna be coming all the way around here, and I'm gonna bring it all the way around here, like through here somewhere, have it curving off, and you're gonna be on the top of it, so you're gonna be like here, but you're gonna have trees and like leaves and stuff blocking it, so you're just gonna be able to see it, and you're literally gonna be here to there, but you won't be able to see it that well because of trees. It's going to be a really fun project, and I reckon that this will teach me a lot about it, and hopefully teach you guys a lot about how to make build just a little bit more sort of, what's the word I'm looking for, inviting. Because obviously you don't want to build something and then it just be in your world and just looking all like on its own, and it needs to look like it has a reason to be there. Essentially, it can't just be there because it's there. I'm bad at speaking, but I know what I mean. Like, it has to sort of give the person that's in the world, whether that's you or whether that's somebody else, whether that's a, let's say you start doing this as well, maybe you start streaming, maybe you start doing YouTube, it gives you viewers, it gives the person that's running about. So let's say you build it for a world, like a world download thing, because I know people do that. My friend does that. They sell their builds because they're really good. Like, we're talking like really good, like could put me to shame any day. But all theirs is done on creative, and they have started doing more on survival, but obviously it's much more difficult for them because they've grown up with it on creative realistically, so but their knowledge of like how to do things and like certain build styles is so much better than mine. This is annoying. Why has that done that then? Can you like waterlog it? Still doing it, that's annoying. Oh well. No one's really going to be in the water, so you're not really going to have to worry about that. That's the happy thing. Right, let's go get some more coal. Yeah, I am hoping to get a beacon this week. And that sounds weird saying that, because usually I get a beacon within the first like 3 days. But then I'm also going to need the iron, so whether that means I also have to build an iron golem farm, or I'm literally just going to do a big ass mining session. But I'm hoping to get diamond tools, Pob's diamond armor, all the diamond stuff by the end of this week, as well as hopefully a finished terraforming area, and one of the wheat fields done. Maybe some of the builds. I mean, as long as I do like 1 to 2 streams per day, I've got like what, about 6-7 days to do it. So, and each stream, let's say 2 hours. 2 times what, 14? That's about 28 hours. I got these kids to subscribe to me. What do you mean you got these kids to subscribe to you? What kids? No. What are you on about, James, lad? You got these kids to sub to you? Nothing I don't like is I don't like the swamp biome that much. It's my only issue. Because obviously if the build's going to be out here, which I'm hoping it will be, you're going to be getting full eyesight of the swamp biome. It's not bad, it's just like, it's not the nicest of biomes. Yeah. Could do with a little bit of terraforming, like in terms of like raising some area. So I'll probably raise some area around here. Have like a little like mini hill sort of thing that like wraps around the build. Well, I'll first look at like where I'm gonna fence stuff off. I think that's the most important, is finding out where to fence items. Well, not fence items, but fence like properties off. And then from there we can sort of move forward and yeah. So James, do you like play Minecraft then, or like what? I think I've asked you this, but I'm horrid at remembering what you said. Well, no, I know you play Minecraft, but like, actually, what do you play? Like, what do you do? Dude, I'm honestly the worst person at remembering things. It's so bad. That's better. Yeah. So now obviously if we just keep... Right, so the reason here why I've stopped this is because what we'll do is we'll have like this. Yeah. And that'll be the base. And I'll move this wall backwards. I'll move this area backwards a little bit and I'll do it. Do you... So you play Minecraft, yeah? That's what I'm asking. And if so, like, what do you mostly do? Are you a builder? Do you do redstone? Like, what's your specialty? Because everyone has a specialty in this game. Everyone has something that they prefer. Like, mine used to be like PvPing, and then it wasn't anymore. It just got boring, and then it turned to building, and then it went to like redstoning for a while. Well, not redstoning, but like just game mechanics, in terms of like finding out new mechanics and trying to exploit them. I'm never really good at it, but I kind of understood the basics and could exploit it in a different way sometimes. Like I could use like farms like Doc M77's iron farm and exploit that kind of thing to make it a little bit better. Right, so yeah, so sometimes here, like, what we'll do is we'll actually move the terrain a little bit, just as if like this terrain has been messed with a little bit. And now we're just going to start following the actual terrain. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so obviously as you can see now, we're starting to get that really like bleak rock face, and I don't like how that goes up and then down like that. I messed up again. I meant to place one and then do that, and then instead let's take this out, and then let's put a stair there instead. And then it just gives a little bit more sort of like depth and so now we're gonna start using some of these. So it's from this one onwards. Right. So we'll do this one here. First we're gonna put andesite down, by the way. Just about placing it just like far enough apart that it kind of makes sense. You don't always want like clumps, but sometimes you might want a clump. So sometimes you might want like one there and one there, and that might just give that extra feel that you're looking for, which is what I'm gonna do. Look, so that now gives the feel that that's a bigger rock than the other ones, and that's essentially what it is. It's just different types of rocks. And if you don't like the idea of texturing, don't texture. That's fine. Like, it's everyone's preference. Sometimes not texturing looks nice, sometimes texturing looks amazing. I personally think that texturing always looks better. One of the things where when I first started doing it, I was like, why would anyone do this? It's the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, it looks horrendous. And then I did it and I was like, good at fishing, I'm good at farms. My name like caving and building ish. Fair enough, fair enough. So just general all around Minecraft. That's probably the best one to be. I think I sort of pushed myself into being a PvPer. I think I messed up with what I wanted to do. Cause like I got into this game like I said with my brother and my cousin. I've said this before. And like they sort of pushed me into play survival, which was that was what I loved. That was my favourite. And then I think I was watching. I wanted to say Logan Paul. Then I was watching Lachlan, and I basically just saw his factions and was like, oh my god, like maybe I could become like a YouTuber off this. Like that was my instant thought, because when I was a kid I wanted anyway to do it. That was literally my dream job, and it still is like a dream job, is to become a YouTuber. But back then it was like, how can I do it fast? Like how can I didn't realise that like you actually had to put in all this effort. I just thought, right, if I just make a video, it's gonna blow up and I'm gonna become a YouTuber. I think that's what everyone thinks when they're a kid. I think it's like, this is what's gonna happen because it's me and I deserve it. No, there's hundreds of people that deserve it. But yeah, obviously as we start to do it, what we'll do is we'll add some seagrass, so we'll follow the terrain here, so we'll go up and then down and stuff like that, and it just follow the terrain as it goes along. But yeah, so I was like, how can I do it? So I joined this faction server thinking, oh, I'm gonna become like an instant hit sort of thing, like an overnight sensation thing. And it obviously just didn't happen, did it? But I loved it, and my friends liked it. And then I think I started to go away from it, and I think I quit. But they all kept playing, and then they all quit. But yeah, it was a bad server, to be honest. I think that's the issue. I think the server was bad in the first place, and I think because the server was bad, it didn't help. Like the server that we played was horrendous. It was just there was no updates on the server. Obviously, to keep a server alive, you have to update it, like make sure that it's like player base is happy. They didn't do any of that, so the player base got stale and people left to join others. It just fell. And then around that time, I went into CS:GO, and then I thought I'd become a CS:GO pro. I was never good enough to do that. That was my dream again. Like a YouTuber, I was like, the right next thing, CS:GO pro. Not a chance. Nowhere near good enough. And that's why I want to play Valorant, just because Valorant's much more fun, dude. In terms of just having fun, Valorant's better, and it's also much easier. It's more casual. That's the word that was used. It was more casual. Valorant isn't a sweaty game. CS:GO is. CS:GO's for hardcores. But yeah. So I think if I'd have, that's what I thought when I started making YouTube. 1 minute, I need to read this. That's what I thought when I started making YouTube videos. Still not very good at them. I don't have 7 subs. I've had a YouTube channel for a few years. I need to actually see how many, what your channel is. I usually do search up everyone's channel. The annoying thing is, there used to be a feature where you can just click the name and it instantly brings you to their channel. But the YouTube took that out, which was really annoying because it was really easy to find people's channels. You could just click it and be like, hey. But now you have to like search it up, then go to channels, then try like match the logos, and it's just like but yeah. Oh yeah. I think everyone thinks that. I think no one sees the bad side of YouTube. No one sees the grindy side of YouTube. Like, I've done ridiculous amounts of hours in put into YouTube, like both preparing videos and then just not posting the videos, and just live streaming. If you actually go back into my channel, I've live streamed for hundreds of hours. I did like 6-7 hours a day, some days, in one live stream, and I might do like 7 per week. So I was doing 6 hours 7 times a week. Like, I was doing a lot of time, and I got a decent amount. Yeah, I got 100 views, which was a lot. I got 119 subs, but that was over 115 videos, and it wasn't what I wanted to do. I wasn't having any fun doing it. I was doing it because I was getting subs, and I was happy getting the subs, and that's why now I don't do that. That's why now it's like, oh, sick, there's someone joined. Like, I'll talk to them for a bit because that's what I want to do. It's fun. Like if I wanted to go make a lot of subs like I did earlier, I'm gonna be honest, that's the only reason why Valorant is actually on my channel. That's why a Valorant video is on my channel, is because I was like, oh, I can get a few subs off this. Cool, Valorant, new game, everyone wants to play it. Maybe if I stream it and I'm good at it, people might be like, oh, let's watch him. And that's the only reason why there's a Valorant video on my channel. And I might still play it because I actually like the game, but I don't think I'm good enough, and I don't like it like some people do. I know some people are obsessed with it, and good on them. They found something that they like. But you have to be selective with what you do on YouTube. Like you have to like what you're doing. If not, it shows. And I thought that's absolute bullshit when I first heard it, but it's true. And it shows because you just don't want to live stream anymore. That's basically it. Or you don't want to make videos anymore, make content. But yeah, like I said, I had a full world, and I think I made like 10 episodes, 10 sort of episodes, but I never took any care in them. The builds were good, and I loved the builds, and I wish I wouldn't have deleted the world, because I actually, some of the stuff that I did on it, I'd have liked to have seen and sort of not copied, but like used as inspiration. But I deleted the world because I was so fed up with just doing this stream that I didn't want to do. And then that was when I was like, I think that was like middle of the season of SMP last season, or I might have been, no, I think I was banned. Yeah, I think I'd been banned at this point. So I got banned from SMP halfway through last season, because just a long story. And I think I thought, well, I'm banned now, so I can just do whatever I want. Like in terms of like there's no like, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I can build whatever I like. I never have to sort of worry about like doing any of that. But it was just one the same. Once you get banned from an SMP, it's like, because SMPs are so much better than single player sometimes, and then sometimes they're not. Like the SMP that I'm currently on, it's a 50-50. Like you go in some days, and it's like, yes, this is sick. Like it's funny, everyone's having a good time. And then you go in some days and you're like, why am I on this server? Like I'm willing to leave. Like some days I debate whether to leave or not. And like hi anyone that's on the server that I'm on, like, hi, you found my channel and you found me saying that, but like you can't really do much about it. Because it's true. I think a load of people on the actual server itself debate whether to leave, just because of things that the server does and how they act sometimes. Yeah. So I've done a little bit of an outcropping here. Anyway, going off that topic, because that topic's not a topic that I really want to stay on. I can literally just talk like all day. That is a specialty of mine. So now, if you imagine, if we're coming down here, there's going to be a lot more detail, and I think this is really nice. Obviously we're going to texture. I'm going to go around it, probably all of this with stone, and then I'm going to go through and texture all. I'm probably going to get to about here on the live stream, and yeah, maybe not, maybe we'll go further, who knows. Right, so we're now just going to stop this for a second, and we're going to plan out where we want the wall to be. So what I'm thinking is, if we have a fence here, yeah, or like a pathway here, yeah, so that's the pathway there, that's the entrance to the, because obviously it need a method for the cart to get in and out, so actually we're going to widen this because it's a cart in it. There we go. So if we have this for the cart or something, or we do like we're actually going to move this, because I'm going to move this into a more prominent location, because I want to use this wall here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this come out like this, yeah? Well, thank you, dude. And then we're going to have like that. And then, if you imagine, the cart can now come in and round. And that's what I want. So then we're going to do this, and we're going to have like, I'm just going to roughly sketch out where it's going to go then. Somewhere there. So it's basically going to take up all of this land. All of this land will be wheat. Somewhere around here. I think I messed up the last part because of the skeleton. I was more scared that the skeleton was going to shoot me, so I just kept moving. So I think that we're going to probably have something like this then. And the idea is, obviously I don't want it just to be like a flat or a circle. I want it to be kind of rugged, because like the wall's going to be a tiny bit rugged, but the wall's going to kind of follow this general shape. And I think for the next 5 to 10 to 15 minutes we're just going to plan out where the town's going to go, because that is another one of the things that I have to do, is plan where everything is going. Try to do multi-episode hardcore series, you'll probably get more views with that. Maybe. I think I've tried to play hardcore like off cameras and stuff. I hate it sometimes, you know, because some of the projects that I do with the knowledge that like I don't have to worry about certain things. In hardcore, like, you have to worry about everything, dude. That's the only issue with playing hardcore. Like, I think I'm more inclined to play just survival, because if I die, I die. I respawn, don't I? Like, I'd be too nervous to go to the end until I get like basically full diamond, and then even still I'd be scared. So I won't go to the end probably. There's just too many issues with doing that. Personally, I'm just too nervous of it. And also in hardcore, it's not really about aesthetic. It's more just safety. So it's more like, oh, I've got to put a wall down around my perimeter and make sure everything's lit up, and it's not everything I want to do. Sometimes I just want to build and just have fun with it. Well, I could never do this. This I've never been able to do a project. Well, I could, but it just means that the season would go incredibly slow in comparison to like someone else's hardcore world, like what's it called, Filza. But maybe in the future, who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows. Yeah. So my idea is, right, let's get some cobblestone. I'm also gonna get some wood. Actually, no, we use sand instead of cobblestone because it's easier to see and it's easier to spot, and it's also easier to mine. So the idea is, we go up like this, yeah, across. Yeah, we're gonna have a pathway that comes into here. Yeah, and this pathway is gonna come around here. Like this, and it's gonna come around here. Yeah. And to here, yeah, and it's gonna stop, and there's gonna be like a circle-y thing or something, or maybe, yeah, no, we'll do it here. So it's gonna stop here then. We'll put like a like circle thing, and we'll put like a barn here possibly, not a barn, but like a little shack. And it's gonna go right on the edge, innit? Yep, perfect. And this can be where they store the hay bales. So we'll put a bunch of hay bales in here. And then we'll build a cart like coming out of the entrance here perfectly. Like a mini cart or something. Or maybe we'll build it going like down the road or something. Who knows? We'll build a cart somewhere to show that the shipping items out. Or maybe we'll build the cart here. Yeah. Because if you imagine if we have this as like an open section, we can build them like putting the items onto the cart. So who knows? And then obviously we'll fill it all in with wheat. We'll probably have it up to about here, and we'll probably have it up to here, and then all this area will be wheat, all the way around here, all the way to about here, and then obviously all this area here will be like grass with a pathway going through it. just so that it's not all wheat and it didn't all get like mixed in, because obviously you don't want to have wheat to get into here with like a load of sort of mined wheat. But yeah, so do you have Discord or anything? Because I can definitely install it on my computer. I can get your Discord or something, and then we can talk through Discord. I do have Discord, yeah. I'd possibly, yeah, I'd be down to talk or something. I don't know. We'll see. It's just about what happens in the future, dude. Because one thing that I'm definitely thinking is, if we get to 100 episodes of this, or maybe 50, I'll do a world tour on 50, and then on like 100 I'll do a world download. If we can get to them, and I hope we can, because I'm actually buzzed to get this. And with obviously, I've got Instagram that I do. I say that every stream, but I do that, and obviously that gives me more inspiration to do it, because I'm like, oh my god, these builds are sick, and I want to post some. Because sometimes like it's all right, like crediting people, but sometimes just like I want to do this. I want to sort of do this on my own. I don't want to have to put like credit to so and so, because my channel is basically just like an inspiration thing. So if I can post my own content, I happily will. But if I haven't built, like in the past week or so, I haven't built much because I've been doing like schoolwork, finishing it off, because obviously like there's a certain virus that's going around. So I haven't really been able to do much work. Alright, that's perfect then. So, and then what we can actually do is we can also link this one up here, just so that you don't have to go all the way around. But the idea is that we will have a small statue here, or a small sort of shrine, monument, something here, like a centerpiece of the village. Yeah, and I will find a cool one, and I will put it on a diagonal. Or I will find a cool shrine that we can build on a diagonal, because why not? I think if we build it on a diagonal, it'll be sick, because it'll be facing sort of the entrance to the village. If you imagine we do it here, it'd have to face there actually, so it'd be like here. Who knows? Maybe we just build it flat. Who knows? We'll see. Hello, how's it going? Nepenthes is a nice beard. XD. If you're not English, you don't really understand that. He does though. He does have a nice beard. He has a great beard. I wish I could have a beard like this. I don't watch his content. I used to watch his content, but then I stopped playing FIFA. I need to start playing FIFA again. I can't be arsed though. I'd have to plug in all my monitors, and not my monitors, but I'd have to plug in like my Xbox, and it's just not what I'm wanting to do currently. Of course I know him, dude. Of course I know him. Why wouldn't I know Nepenthes, bro? If you don't know him, you're a bit of a weirdo, dude. He's a FIFA legend. He's about as much as a legend as Bateson, dude. Hey guys, it's Bateson87 here. 87 because he's 87 stone. No, I'm joking. I feel it's Bob Bateson. FIFA is dead. Yeah, I stopped playing. So it's currently a single player world, but I'm gonna set some goals, and if we get to certain goals, I'll happily release world downloads, and then world tours and stuff, and then maybe if we hit like a certain amount of subscribers or followers on Instagram, whatever I decide to do, I might open it up to a multiplayer world, or a subscriber world sort of thing, where I'd release a copy, and you guys can literally just play and build. And obviously I'll get like staff and moderators to sort it out and make sure it's running perfectly fine. But that'll be later on in the future. For now, it is just a single player world. I've got big plans, you see, because like with the amount of streaming that I want to do, I want to really grow this channel. I want to grow out social media. I want to do everything. Because what else is there to do realistically? Like, there's nothing else to do. Luckily, I still have my job. Or I'm starting the job because you probably better know. But apart from that, there's nothing to do. Right, so back to planning. Enough of FIFA now. We can still talk about it, but enough of me just running about and talking. We're gonna get some cobblestone because I don't want to use the wood. That was a drowned. That was scary. I don't want to use the cobblestone slabs because we'll be using that for the rest of the sub. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that a lot. Damn, I might have to use the cobblestone slab, whatever. So we've got a few things that we're currently working on just to catch you up. We've got this here that we're working on, so we're gonna have to build a wheat field. We're now building the roads, and we're also gonna carry this on all the way around. This whole world is basically gonna become a custom world. I'm just gonna basically rebuild everything. I don't know whether you know who F-Whip is, but he built a custom mountain. I'm like, the mountain's sick and all, but I want to do that. But I want to do that all the way across the world. This project will take me years, but hopefully it'll be years where you guys can tune in, where you guys can also play along with me. I can release world downloads. I can do this. I can do, yeah. But I've just got plans for stuff, you see. So if we do something like this, and then we do, maybe we do a smaller house. I don't want to go too big with the builds. That's the thing. But I don't want to go small either, because what I'm thinking is, obviously, like, this is the entrance to the village, but this guy's not really put much into his house because he's building his industry up. Whereas this guy's like putting a lot into his house because he works somewhere else. So he'd go to work at like another city. So maybe he goes out of the city to go work. Who knows? Who knows what this guy does? But again, this is all just planned, so these could literally move at any moment. But planning's always good. Single player is boring me now. The amount of times I started a new world and just got bored after a few days. Yeah, you've just got to. It is. I will admit it is relatively boring. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So do it to there then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So I've tried different worlds like this a few times, and they all usually end out the same. I'm just gonna mine all the inside ones and leave the 2 corners, or the 4 corners even. Yeah. So what usually happens with me is I usually play for a week and a half, and then quit. That's because I usually sweat it like I'm doing now and then get bored. But hopefully. And that's usually because I either try not streaming and just build because I'm bored, or I make videos and then just decide not to post them because, for whatever reason. That's wrong. That's right, there we go. What? Oh. Bummer. Let's forget about it then. I'm just trying to plan out how we can do this, because what I want to do is I don't want all my builds to basically look the same. I want them all to have a different feature in them. So this one's going to have like a little watchtower at the side of it. That's also going to be connected into his house. Not like a little watchtower, but it's going to have like a little like cubby area where maybe he can have like his bed, bookshelves. This is going to be his bedroom. It'll be 1-story house, but yeah, it's a little bit bigger house. That's what I mean. I do really want to like work with the landscape a bit, and just work with the area that we've got. I imagine that the roadway is going to be. You should go to see that. If you're going to do that and all the bills, you should have some runes. Maybe. I'm just reading that and I read it and I was like, what? And then I was like, wait. And now I think I kinda, yeah. I'll just say yeah. Oh, my pickaxe broke. That's why I need diamonds. I've got 2 diamonds currently. This whole world, I've mined with about 6 pickaxes and I've got 2 diamonds. And you know what's even more frustrating? Yes, you ready? Because this'll get any Minecraft player annoyed. You ready? There were 2 diamonds that were in different thingies. They were in different. They were in different veins, and they were both 1 each. Yeah, I mean, what console do you play? Because if it's PC, then the best thing to do is probably just to join like an SMP. If like you, obviously your mates can join as well, and no one's stopping your mates joining. Because I know I didn't, but I know some people that do the same as you, and like are scared, so they join SMPs and then they love it. Because obviously then like I knew nobody in mine, dude. I was a complete loner. And then I just started talking to people, and now basically I know everyone, we're all mates. And we're actually starting a group next season. So that might be a cool streaming project next season. When 1.16 comes out, we will be doing a massive community base. Well, not community base, but we're basically living in the same area, we'll be sharing farms, we'll be doing all that shazazz. And that will be being streamed as well as this. So what we might do is we might do like one of these and one of them per, or like every other day. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what my Let's Play gets to by the time like it comes out. Because obviously if I'm like doing ridiculously well, then I'll just keep Let's Playing and just do that on the side, like on my own. So yeah, so one thing that I do want to do is I want to mix up the shapes of the builds. Obviously, you don't want flat bases. You want them to look like something essentially. Yeah, so this is gonna be an L shape. Then we'll have the statue here, like I said. We'll actually put it here. I'll give myself that much room for it. Yeah, that's a decent enough size. There's no need to go any bigger. And then as you come out, as you come sort of over the bridge, that'd be the first thing that you kind of see, as well as that. But well, no, because you'd see that first, I reckon, because that'd be hiding it, kinda. So you'd see that, and then you'd come around it, be like, whoa. Like the statue, you kind of read what it is, and then you kind of go on. You instantly go right because most people are right-handed, so your initial direction is right instead of forward. And then obviously you've got 2 buildings side by side, making this area narrow, which is not really intended, but it kind of suits it. I only want a few houses, so we might just have this area as like the housing area. Then maybe we can have like another one here. I don't want it to be too narrow, so we'll actually widen it up a bit. So yeah, so like I said, best way to build is in 3s. Rip. Oh, is it a rip or is it a dub? Who knows? Who knows? It might be a rip, it might be a dub. Yeah, so one thing that I do want to do is I maybe just want to go. Oh yeah, that's better. buy an Xbox. Oof, I used to buy an Xbox, dude. Then I stopped, then I moved over to PC, which is what I'm on now. And then we'll have like, maybe, we'll just have some like stuff back here, I don't know, we can have like maybe a park area, like a recreational area here. So we'll have house, recreational area, right? Then we'll have another little pathway coming off here, that won't go into there, we'll actually cover that up. But this will lead to the sawmill. We can have some... I don't think what to do here, this is an issue. Yeah, if you guys have any ideas, by the way, don't be scared, leave them down in the comments. Or in chat. I say comments because it's easier to say comments in chat. It's more ingrained in your head, but leave them in the chat. Honestly. And no idea is a bad one. Like, I'll look at it, I'll assess it, and then if I can't do it here, I'll try and incorporate it maybe later on in a different build or in a different town. Because this isn't my only town, this is just one town of many. Right. So now let's just do this, and then let's do that. There you go, look, so we're starting to get there eventually. With some dirt now. So my ideas, right, and I'll read them out of what I've got, because I want this town, just so you guys know, I want this town to be more industrial. The idea is this town is like traders, and not traders, but they're the ones that sort of grow the items or make the items. I built a mob farm high up, removed all the torches, lit up the surrounding caves. Spawned apart from fish. You made a mob farm, and why have you got water in a mob farm? One second guys, I'm just reading some up. Ah, that's not right. Poopy. So it pushes mobs into the killing area. What mob farm did you build? Dude, I hate the delay on my stream. I'm gonna have to look up how to like lessen the delay. But I've literally tried it many a times, and I never find anything about it. Just because apparently my stream shouldn't have delay, which annoys me even more. And YouTube says my stream shouldn't be delayed, but it is. It's like the most annoying thing ever. It's just like, yep, unlucky. You're getting a delay. Nobody knows why, but you are getting it. Smile with technology, you see. I just break stuff somehow. You hand it to me and bang, it's broke. Speaking about breaking things, cool story here. I remember playing Call of Duty as a kid. Did anyone ever play Call of Duty? Like the original one, like World at War? Started playing the new one. It's quite good. The new one is quite a good game, to be fair. Not something that I could play all the time, but it's a decent game. But we were playing this map and it was like a 1v1, me and my brother, and I remember killing him. And I remember I've just got to plan how this comes. So it's going to come out round here and it's also going to come out, right. I remember killing him and I remember all of like his body parts stretched across the map. So his head was like stretched from one side of the map to the other side, and so were his arms, and it was the most insane thing. You just looked up in the sky and just saw this body part just go whoosh all the way across your screen. Cool stories. Anyway, so going back to Minecraft, we're gonna have another farm over here with a small little build, a bigger one than that, bigger one than this. It's gonna be more of a this guy's gonna be like the more established one, but this guy's gonna have a windmill. This guy's not. This guy's just gonna sell wheat. This guy's gonna sell bread. So this guy's like the new person. He's put all his money into industry, not cared about his house. He's trying to make money, and he's trying to grow. But this guy's got a business set up, so this guy's employing people. We'll see him maybe a few times throughout the world. That's I want to sort of create a storyline in a way. So I want it to be like, right, this guy's like rich, this guy's trying to get rich, and these guys are all like poor / like relatively rich. I don't know, like medium, middle class, and it's basically like these two trying to battle each other to become the richer person. Maybe I'll have like the houses facing each other and stuff like that. Could be quite cool. If like this, because obviously this guy's house is facing this way, and then maybe we could have this guy's like luxury, not luxury, but like much bigger house here, and it's facing back towards him. So obviously this is all park around here. We're gonna have like nice little trees, like custom trees like that one, and maybe some others, little trees, chairs, seating area, maybe a little campfire here, little pond around here, right? Because the actual farm is probably gonna go only to about here. The actual wheat farm is probably gonna go only to somewhere here. Yeah. So that means all this area here needs to be done. So we can have maybe a few fishing docks coming off the end. Yeah. And on these fishing docks we can have carts. And we'll use carts with like ice in them. So we'll have like a like fishing docky area thing here. Maybe we can put like an actual dock with some boats coming in. Like mini boats. There won't be anything big. They'll just be like little fishing boats. Stuff like that, yeah. So slowly we'll work like as way around. But I think the first thing to build is that one and that one. Or that one and the statue. So I think actually maybe working on the statue tomorrow could be a cool feature. But now that we've got the road layout, back to terraforming, I guess. Back to the thing that I hate. Yeah, I don't hate it. Actually, maybe we'll do this. Yeah, we'll do this now. We'll work on this thing, just so that we kind of get a feel of how it's gonna look. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any ideas of what you wanna see in this world, feel free to put the comments or in the chat. And if it's good and I really like the idea, maybe I'll put a sign down or a little thing with your name or something, and then you've always got a piece of history inside the build. Just something so that you can come back in like a year or so and just be like, I did that. That's me. And then obviously when we get like, if I ever get bigger or if whatever, because obviously I plan to do this, and I hope that by doing this a lot, like, it gets recognised and sort of start to see an increase in views and returning people and so on. I've got ideas, you see. That's the thing that I like to think of. I think ideas aren't difficult. It's just going to take me a few days to sort of get the right ones that I want to use for the build. And I think I've got them, but the problem is a lot of my ideas I'm going to need a lot of items for. And right now I don't have a lot of items. Or I'm going to need to do specific jobs. And right now I can't do them specific jobs. For whatever reason. Whether it's just because I don't have diamonds or... Yeah, so this is a cool way to pretend like the build has the roof has a bit of support. is to do this with your trapdoors. So if you have trapdoors and then a half slab, obviously it makes it look a bit like a beam. How's it going, Shadow Freddy? You commented as soon as I checked chat, then I literally checked it and then saw this thing pop up. I was like, oh my god. I did that in a hardcore. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you for liking and subbing. I did that in a hardcore, that was my downfall. Oof. Again, that's why I don't play hardcore, because I'm not interested in dying and losing all my items, thank you. Oh, So, Shadow, I don't know if you were here, but I literally just said that if you guys comment and come up with some great ideas, I can feature it in the builds. Doesn't like give you a like plaque that says like you were the one who did it, you come up with the idea, so stuff like that. Just cool little nifty things so that you guys like have some way of being in the build without actually being in the build. So I'm just gonna go with a nice basic roof because obviously this guy doesn't really want to spend a lot of money. And stories, if you guys can think of any cool ideas, like cool stories, maybe like this guy, like that guy over there had a lot of money and then like invested it, and we can show where they invested it. Like, is he doing dodgy dealings on the side or something like that? Like, is he doing some naughty stuff that the police should know about? Just anything random or cool that you think could make the build just a little bit cooler. But we will definitely be doing stuff with like dodgy dealings and stuff like that, where people are doing naughty things that they shouldn't be doing. And the only thing like this video. Whoa, yeah, that's true. Tut. Come on, guys. Dude, I really like this area. I don't know why. There's just something about it. Like, it just looks a bit nice. For whatever reason it is. I also do want to put a little bit of momentum into Valorant into this, like, and there we go, another like. Whoa. That's a bit aggressive, do you not think? I think we should just tone that down to about a 4. Aggression is good, just not when you start telling people to F themselves. I didn't read the whole comment until I actually clicked yes, approve. I probably should have clicked no. That's my bad. But can we just tone that down a bit? There's no reason to. It's love in this chat. No hate. Oof. You know what I mean? And his name's James, by the way. Just so when you hear me say James, you'll know who James is. Alright, so I'm thinking about leaving it like that, but at the same time I really want to just do this. So if you guys are familiar with roof trimmings and stuff in Minecraft, and you do roof trimmings a lot, some of the most basic things to do are just this. And obviously this guy's not spent a lot of money on his build, like in terms of like, it's just a relatively simple build, because I imagine this guy's just trying to increase the profitability of his business because he's trying to compete with Mr. whatever his name is. You need to come up with names for people and then we can like personalise the business around them. That could be kind of cool. Yeah, like I said, I literally want to go really into depth with story in this build. I want everything to be about story. Yeah, so a basic build here, just a very, very basic build, and it'll literally just be for storage. So what we can do is we can have maybe... We could literally just do fences on the back, but I don't want to just do fences on the back, that's the thing. How would you guys finish this? What would you guys do? What would you guys do to create... I want it to feel open, so I'm not putting any walls in there, in terms of like, I'm not gonna go like that, and whoa, you don't care, whoa, chill, James, chill. Down to a 7. You're at an 8. Let's turn the knob, and let's just drop this shit down to a 7. Look at that. Do you like that inventory management? Oof. Maybe I should leave it open, you know. I'm just because all it needs to do is just protect the hay from getting wet. We're also going to work on this little bit here. So there's a tiny little bit here that I want to work on right here. And essentially all I want to happen is I just want a wall that just goes and attaches to there. So it's going to be this one here. I'm just going to attach it. So we need some cobblestone. We need that. That. Well, actually, we're gonna have to go get some more cobblestone in a minute. Yeah, I'll first build it and then I'll go get some more mossy cobblestone, because mossy cobblestone is a lifesaver. So one of the things to do when building a wall is basically just to use your slabs and your blocks to the best of your ability. It's going to be really messy, and that's the point. It's supposed to be messy. It's supposed to feel like it's just sort of being chucked down, and then what you do is you can tidy it up from here. So obviously this don't look right here, so we do this, and then maybe we'll put a block there, and then maybe that on top, and then obviously it's now just like a kind of a wall. It's not really a wall, but you get what we're trying to come along with. Yeah, obviously you can still walk around it, but the idea is like a normal villager would go, oh, there's a wall there, and then sort of go backwards. So it's just a nice little outcropping, not an outcropping, but an incropping. And I think it also spices up that area just a tiny bit. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get some mossy cobblestone, because we have a mega tiger this way. So if we run about 200 blocks, I think it is, we'll find a mega tiger. And obviously mega tigers, I don't know if you guys know, I also have a swamp, so I could have literally just got vines, but I don't know if you guys know, this is a cool feature of mega tigers. Eventually I will find the right words. A cool feature of mega tigers obviously is podzol, but the other one is the use of mossy cobblestone. Now I definitely want to take some podzol eventually, because that'll be a cool thing. Now I don't know whether you can actually pick up that silk touch. You can't, so we need silk touch. Damn. So we are going to have to get silk touch, but this is a really nice item for texturing. This and cursed dirt, or coursed, I believe it's called. Both of them together can make a really nice, like, just gardening area. And I think it'd be nice to use in that bit that we just built, or in the bit that I'm working on currently. There we go. There's 8, and we probably want about 20 berry bushes. That might be a cool thing to have. So let's claim a few of these then. Omega Tag is a really cool biome, to be honest. It's just the problem with the Mega Tiger is, like, it's not really useful for like actual like Minecraft like I want to play it, how I want to play it this season, or this world, at least not this season, this world. Just by making it look nice, and Mega Tiger's not really the biome to do it in because, to be honest, spruce trees don't look that nice. Nicest of the trees, but they're not nice. They also give the nicest wood. That's another benefit of a spruce tree. I just think the darkness of it works perfectly, and I think the mix of spruce and oak together is magnificente. But that's why I'm trying to stay away from spruce in the build in a way, or like tone down the amount of spruce I'm using, because I use way too much spruce. Every build has a tiny bit of sprucing on my build. No matter what build it is, every build has it. Well, there's one build so far that doesn't. It's that, and also that one. That one does. I like the both do because they both have a tiny bit of sprucing because of the trapdoors. Damn it, got me there. Might also be cool trying to find a messer, because if I get a messer, I can build the Right, so now I'm just going to replace this. If I get a messer, I can build some of the what do you call it? Do we have a crafting table in here? Oh my god, we don't. I swear I put one down. Is it that? Nope, I must have got rid of it. Although I built the bridge and I barely use it, I just fly across there and land on that one. It's there. No. We can go grab it and we can go chuck it down. I'm just going to chuck it up there for now because I don't want to get rid of the dirt. Bang. 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 There we go. So now it just gives a little bit of variation with a little bit of green. And then what we can do is we can go get some leaves. Because leaves are incredible. If anybody disses leaves in this chat, you are instantly banned. Thank you, my G. I appreciate that, because I think you're lying, because what you should do is a big statue of you with a diamond sword in your hand and zombie head in the other. Maybe. Yeah. I think I definitely want to build shit like that, but it will be in a way where I can make it like realistic. So maybe I do that like, but I do it underground in like a temple or a shrine area. But yeah, one of the things that I really want to try focus on is just realism, because I always do shit like that, where it's like I just go mental and build something huge, and just forget about all like, not physics, but just forget about all like sort of realism. And I think that's also something that I want to try to include, because putting realism in your build is actually really difficult. Like, keeping things the way it actually looks like this could be real is very, very difficult, because you have to like picture, could someone actually live in this building? Well, no, they couldn't, so why are you building it, sort of thing. Like, I remember when I first started building, and we're talking like, I've been playing this game since beta, so I've been playing this game for years now. But we're talking like, I remember building, and I remember building like, it probably like this big, and all I ever used to focus on was the outside. It used to be exterior, because everyone cares about the outside of the build. But when you actually think about it, people don't. People want to see the inside. People want to see what you're doing inside the build, because inside's where like a man or a boy becomes a man. If you can do an interior that looks semi good, I think this looks quite good, to be fair. I think it's basic and simple, but I think it works. It does its job. You know what everything is. You know that this is where he cooks, this is where he eats, this is his little storage that he's got. Technically these don't open, or that one doesn't open, because there's a full block on top of it. But You still get the point that like it could use it. I don't. It's annoying that that didn't open actually. What's up? It's this one here. It's this one. Why is it not open then? It is. It's this one. There we go. I can fix it. There we go. Fixed it. There we go. Yeah. So there's a little bit of a gap there, but it works. It's not noticeable enough so that you're like, oh my god. But yeah, like definitely realism is my number one key currently. But then we will add cool little features and cool little like hidden things that not everyone knows about. That will just be like, my character, my skin, might just be there on a pedestal or something, like sat down with a diamond sword in his hand, and on the end of the chair it might have a zombie head. Or that could be quite a cool pedestal, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, it'll just be a feature that only the people that watch that stream know about, because I'll literally do it in one stream. But yeah, I'm currently just checking up a build that I remember seeing on Instagram. Oh no, that's not the one that I want. Right. So we're gonna. What minute happened here? Why is all this just gone? Who knows? Whatever. Right, we're gonna quickly disconnect from this world, and we're gonna go on to this one, and I'm gonna test something out here. So, what we want, yeah, this was the build. This is the windmill, by the way, guys. This is on my world. I built a replica of somebody's build that I saw on YouTube, and then completely modified it. So the only things that are the same are that up to there, up to here actually. And then the rest of it's mine. But then I also went back down and modified some of it. So, none of it's actually the exact same. Apart from the blade. The blade is the same. But on my world I've changed that. I've used different stuff. I've used a different wood, and I've used... Yeah, that's it actually. I think I've just used different wood. I think I've kept the same core wall. Don't be afraid to copy people. Like, if you've never built a windmill, or you've never built a base of a specific thing, like, don't be nervous. Like, I've never built a windmill, or I've not built a windmill in a long time. So what did I do? I found a build that I actually liked and went, right, I'm gonna copy this and then adapt it to a style that I can use, or I can I'm just trying to find the box that I need that I can operate with. That's what I'm looking for. So I need andesite and stone. Alright, what was I saying? I'm playing Minecraft right now. I have my cows, pigs, my stuff, my sugarcane farm, my farm, and my little survival island. I've never done survival island. I've never really done it. Might be a cool thing to do, you know. I know I'm close to the mic, by the way, guys. Don't worry. I'm just trying to look at a picture. I'm basically gonna copy. Well, not copy, but I'm gonna try and replicate a statue that everyone's seen before. Everyone's seen a statue like this. It's probably a better picture on Google actually. It's like the most famous statue everyone builds one, dude. Cause it's just what you do, innit? How does he do them? What does he do? Can you show me the behind part, please? How does he do the back of it? Ah, that's annoying. Whatever. Alright then. So we're gonna say that da 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 da, and then I think it goes. Surely it'd just be the same, wouldn't it? Oh no, that's way too big. That's not kneeling. No, it is that. Yeah. But that just doesn't look right. Because his foot looks about 2 times smaller here than it is there. Or is it straight down? Maybe. No, I don't think it is. I can't really tell. That's annoying. Yeah, it must be. I don't like the statue though, it's annoying. I just want something cool, just to sit there. Just like a statue or a fountain or something where people can look and just be like, that's kinda sick. I'm not gonna lie, it's kinda cool. I don't want it to be big as well. I don't want it to be. I want it to just be like a few blocks big, just so that people just like, yeah. Like, I'll do bigger statues and I'll do bigger shrines and stuff like that, but for now, I don't want to do that. That's kinda sick, not gonna lie, dude. I've just seen a statue that's way too big to put on though, that's my issue. That's kinda sick. Again, it's too big. Again, dude, these are sick, but they're just too big. That's actually, yeah, I'm gonna do this. This is a really simple build. Yeah, it's elegant and it's the kind of build that I want. So essentially, what it's mentioned, and then it's just got this. I'll texture it in a second, but I'm not also looking in chat this second, so he has actually got something that I can't get yet. So we'll have to look at other blocks that can go instead of that one, and one of these bad boys. There's a few blocks here that we can't actually currently get, for whatever reason. One being the shulker box because we haven't gone to the end, and the other one being the observer because we haven't gone to the nether. Now, I stated earlier, I'm hoping that we will go to the end or the never by... We'll go to the never, definitely, by the end of this week. It just depends on whenever we find the gosh dang it's a bloody pain, innit? Why did I think of that? Right, there we go then. That's kinda cool. Right, now that I've got the picture, now I've got the basic gist of it, what we could do here is we could swap it for maybe something black or something dark. I wonder if it's just like a black wall then. That's kinda cool. I mean, it's not the same as the shulker box. What about blackstone would be perfect here, not gonna lie. Maybe, yeah, maybe just a concrete, who knows. It looks a bit disappointed. What about a dispenser instead of a dropper? Or a dropper maybe? No, because it looks too happy. Yeah, that might be something that we do then with the shulker box as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking of doing somewhat basic like this, just because it kind of fits the theme as well, to be fair. But I don't know. Let's try another one. My initial idea was something like that. My initial idea was something quite basic. But then I was like, why do something like that when you can have something more detailed or a little bit more intricate like that? See, I'm horrible with doing statues. Because I don't do them. If you do them, then you're good with them. Because I don't do them, I don't know what to do. It's one of the things where you have to do them to know what you need to do to make them good. That's what I'm looking for, dude. And also because I don't do them, I don't know what's good and what's bad. Like, well, I do know what's good and what's bad. I can tell by my eyesight, but I think that's what he's done then. So then obviously if we just do something like that, and then we do chiseled, and then we do that, and then we get something like a log. That's not a bad build. That's not a bad one at all. Well, there's loads of these that we can do. We can do that. We can do this one. This one's now kind of going to be my own design, kind of going to be one that someone else has built. Because there's ones quite similar to it, just not this one. Yeah, never mind, I fucked that up. No, it'll be that way. Yeah, be that way. And then we can place like down like a log or something, and then we can just go like one. It shows you how many trees I have on my island. I brought one stop plane with me from mainland. I have made new fish iron axe now and I've already broke it. Wow, that is all fair. Which one do we think's the best? I'm leaning towards this, but this looks kind of sick. Not gonna lie. It's doable looking kind of sick though. This doable looking kind of sick. I definitely think I don't really like this one, to be honest. I just think it's a bit basic and a bit boring, isn't it? Not boring, but like it's not really interesting me. Let's try one more. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3 then. No, never mind. That's one much bigger build. I'm thinking this one. I'm thinking it's basic, but I'm thinking it gets the job done of sort of purveying what we want. Right. I don't know now actually, because the thing is, if you think about walking diagonal up to this one, yes, this one. Because when you walk diagonal up to this one, it's like, it's not really doing all. When you walk diagonal up to this, and I think it's kind of shows you what you're doing. So yeah, I think we want that on them. So this is the one that looks great. I've just joined the world that was just. What time is it? Oh, it's not actually that late, dude. I thought it was very late. Damn. Maybe another 30-40 minutes or so. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, though, we will be streaming again tomorrow. So don't worry, guys. If you are upset, don't know why you'd be upset, but let's say you are. Don't be upset. Right. Don't go chasing waterfalls. That's underside, I don't want that. Don't go chasing waterfall. Where did I just put that smooth stone? It's there. Underside. And logs. They were the only 4 things I need on it, yeah. The Penfest, dude, you should make a world, dude. I reckon you'd bash it, you know. I reckon you'd love it. To be fair, I can't say anyone bashing out because I'm bashing this, to be honest. Yeah, so once we've done this statue, that's another thing that I've got ticked off my list. If I do think of anything, obviously, and if you guys do think of anything, put them in the comments if I'm not streaming, and if I am streaming, then just put it in chat. I do like to readdress that because I've not seen any comments apart from one, and I feel quite lonely. I need the comments, guys. I don't have any original ideas. Right. Now, do we do it? Yeah, do it here then. I've got no original ideas, guys. Was it 1 foot forward? Yes, it was. Let's just check how I did it then. Because I do want to know how I did it then. Because this guy has done he's a little bit different. Oh, for goodness sakes. No. No. Oh, we have to restart Minecraft. I'll play some nice chillax music whilst we just wait. It's my jam. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm 30 followers away hitting 300. And that's mental. Not the fact that it's 300. The fact that I've been doing this for 2 weeks. And yeah, I'll explain. Alright, we can mute this a little bit. But yeah, guys, honestly, if you guys are followed, thank you so much for the follow. If you subbed, thank you for the sub. Obviously, got to extend my gratitude to both sides, not just the YouTube. But if you guys haven't checked out my Instagram, it's in the description. I just post inspirational Minecraft pictures. I'm also going to be posting up-to-date pictures of my world. So if you haven't seen what I've done on the stream, or you didn't manage to catch it, I will replay it on the... I will show a brief picture and a little caption with it, and just sort of explain what happened today then. So it's a cool way to stay informed of what's happening with your favourite streamer. I'm joking. If your favourite streamer is Ninja, obviously. Oh wait, shit, that's Ali here. I'm gonna do the dun 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 dun, and then I realise that's Ali here. Here goes, it's Ali here. Welcome back. I don't like that. I honestly don't like that as much. I don't know why. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Don't like it. Steven Gerrard, I don't like it. That's a way to lose viewers relatively fast, isn't it? Just lost half of you guys like that. More than half. Hey, we're starting to call back. I'm back. That was weird. Right, we're gonna have to learn how to craft an item here. So, there we go. Never crafted one of them, ever. Didn't even know they were craftable at one point, and then I watched a Vicstar 123 video. I was like, oh my god, they're craftable? What? Since when? Right, now, do we know what we did, or am I gonna have to do this? Alright, so it's one there, one there. And I also forgot to put the front part of this on. Perfect. Statue done. Monument statue thing done. I think that's a cool statue. I think obviously as you're coming along, cry makes me depressed. So okay then. I think as you're coming along, I think that's a decent statue to come into the town with. I think this area is going to be a little bit populated, which is nice because it's going to be like the housing area. But yeah. So now you know what, we're going to cross that off of my list of things to do. It'd be easy if I just actually built one in Minecraft, and then I could like literally break the sign that said it, and I won't have to go onto my phone. You guys won't be like, oh, what's he doing? So, road layout is complete, so we can cross that off. Statue is complete. We're now actually going to go back to that. I think the extra thing that I never actually added on, I never finished with, I should say. I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the diamonds I gave you. Right, so we're gonna harvest these seeds to get some wheat, so I can make some wheat blocks, or some hay bales, as they're actually called. And then with these hay bales, we can use them to fill in the it will be much easier actually when I've got a big area to farm, but then I guess we'll have to use a lot of hose. But yeah, I was watching a video of F-Whip and he was building his farm, and he was like, oh yeah, we've been through 6 holes, or 8 diamond holes. Like, geez bro, I ain't even got enough diamonds to make 8 diamond holes. That mad. But yeah, so we're just gonna kinda scatter them about a bit, and as we get more we'll fill it up, and we'll fill it up to like a certain amount and then we'll stop. Yeah, but obviously you've got to imagine them like extruding over the sides and stuff. Yeah, I'm actually not going to put it there or there because I might actually put a wall there. Maybe not actually, maybe we do just do that there, but I'm going to keep that on there for now. I don't like how they're all sort of the same way then. Anyway, I'm just trying to make it look a little bit more natural, and yet a little bit more not natural, I guess that's the word that I'm looking for. So like, it's just kind of chucked down like this, they've just been throwing them. And now they're going to be throwing them. So actually we're not going to fill it up, we're just going to put a few more down. And then we're going to leave this area here open because the people will be taking them and putting them on a cart here. And they'll already have a few on the cart, for example. Your game isn't full screen. Yes, it is. I've knocked the the recording. That's funny that I'm not the recording. So let's use OBS so I can technically do this. And I think what happened there is I just knocked it. That's my bad, guys. Sorry about that. That's really annoying. I'm watching that now and that is really annoying. You get to watch me move the camera now. What there? Right, anyway. Focusing off on what I was doing a minute ago. Back to terraforming. I'm just running about. I need to go get food. Food's the first thing. I guess I eat a lot of food because I run about a lot. I probably should stop running about as much as I do. But you know, hey ho. It's fun, isn't it? It's a bit of laughter. It's a bit of chilling with the boys. It annoys me because sometimes when I open up OBS, there's top black and bars at the top and the bottom, and then sometimes they're not. And earlier in the stream, they weren't. And then my game crashed, and then they were. And it's like, oh, why is it doing this? And you can go back and like, I always used to have black bars and I used to be fine with it, and then I fixed it, and I got it to a point where it was fixed and there were no black bars. And then I closed the application because obviously I turned my computer off, and then I opened it the next day, and guess what? There's black bars. So I'm just done with it. I'm like, if there's going to be black bars, there's going to be black bars, and if there's not going to be black bars, there's not. I'm done with trying to make it work. It annoyed me to the point where I literally spent like 2 hours searching different vids, and none of them worked. But yeah, I might do a little bit more research into why or how to get rid of the black bars in a video game, such as Minecraft. And then I'll also look into how to reduce the delay significantly, because I genuinely have no idea why there is such delay. Well, there's not much delay through that stoppage there. When I was watching, because I've got my stream up on the monitor, I can. That's how I read chat and everything. You have to like you have to go into like the YouTube creator area, and because they have a second monitor, it's like I can do it without having to go like that and like that. Otherwise, you'd notice every minute or something that I wanted to read chat. That's how I used to do. I remember playing on my friend's server, on my old friend. I don't talk to him anymore. I don't talk to him anymore. And I was on Twitch, and I remember every minute or two I used to have to go like that and then read chat and then go back, and then obviously if someone did it just after I'd clicked ESC and checked it, then their message won't be read for another minute or two. And that might mean that they'd leave or whatever, and there were just so many issues with it. So then I used my phone, or not my phone, I used my iPad. That was funny, I remember using my iPad. I had to set my iPad up on the same desk, and it had to be up to date, and it was just a pain. I think it was more hassle, well no, it was less because you never had to do it, but it was just hassle. It was to the point where I was just like, is it worth even streaming anymore? And then I was like, nah, so I stopped. That and a magnitude of other reasons, but I stopped. Yeah. If you guys are interested in certain things, Oh, you want me to try some things? For example, I know people might want me to try hardcore, so I might look into doing a hardcore. If you want me to do anything, even if it's not Minecraft related, let's say, for example, Valorant is definitely something that I'm looking into maybe doing big compilations of. So I'd need to learn how to edit first, but I could literally just record all my Valorant games and then just create like the sickest compilations ever of like aces, trick shots, no scope, everything. I don't know if you guys play Valorant or know what Valorant is, but yeah, that's something that could be done. And it could be done with ease because it's not difficult really to screen record your games. It doesn't cause many issues, it's the actual live streaming that causes the issues. That's what lags your computer. Because I can record on CSGO, but I was never able to live stream on CSGO. Damn it, that took me forever, so that's no waste. But yeah, if you guys want me to try anything such as that, please feel free to comment in the comments or in the chat. I will get there in the end. Right. Terraforming, maybe? How long have we been streaming? Yeah, let's carry on with terraforming for a bit, you know. I'm actually going to do the detailing of it first. Maybe. I don't know when I'm going to stop because, like I said, I've had to get up to work and I am not a morning person. If you are a morning person, what is wrong with you? Like, give me your secrets. I hate the morning. It's the worst time of the day. It's the best time in terms of like food because breakfast is the best. And I love breakfast. But it's the most horrid time in terms of having to wake up. Like, go away. I don't want to wake up. I want to sit in bed. Yeah. I want to fucking you to bring me food, yeah, and just let me rot in bed. No one's gonna care. No, you're not gonna care. I'm not gonna care. So just let me rot in bed, alone, forever. Thank you. Goodbye. If you're a morning person, though, you are actually sicker. Not gonna lie. You're a sick human being. No, I'm joking. If you're a morning person, big ups to you. That's something that not everyone can do. I certainly can't. I thought I was a morning person. As a kid, I was always a morning person. I used to wake up at like 6 AM every day. School days or non-school days, I used to wake up at 6 AM every day. I used to run to my parents' room, wake them up, and now they're getting the revenge. Because I fucking hate it. I go to bed at like 12 o'clock, sometimes later. So I don't go to bed at like 2 bad times. I mean, recently I've been going to bed a lot later just because of like YouTube and like social media and shit like that. So I've suffered the consequences a little bit more. But when I was doing like my GCSEs, I was going to bed at like 10, 11, and I was dying the next day. I remember in my mock exam for my Spanish that I failed because Spanish is shit and I hated it. I fell asleep and I snore when I fall asleep, and the adjudicator had to wake me up because I was distracting the person that I was sat next to. That story makes me laugh every time because I can just picture myself asleep and then like the girl next to me, because I talked to her like a lot. Well, I did talk to her a lot, obviously with the coronavirus. It's not very good on my social talking to people. That would be what social is really good job. So actually go down a bit more here then. down. Yeah, that's fine. Breathe. Nope, don't like that. So I got it for cheaper because I got it when the Diamond Jubilee was out, which is when the Queen had her 60th year in power. And when I got it, it was £5, but I believe it's now something like 15. So I was lucky. I was definitely. I think when I got it, it was a startup company still. I believe when I got it, it was a startup company still. My brother told me about it and said it was going to be the next big thing, and I'm so glad he told me about it. Because if I wouldn't have paid the £15, I don't think I'd have bought the game. If I wouldn't have paid the £5, I don't think I'd have bought the game because I won't buy it for 15. It's a brilliant game, but I just don't think I'd buy it for 15. That's why when my account got hacked, because this isn't my account, this is my brother's. When my account got hacked, that's why I just said no, I'm not buying another account. Because I think also at the time I was quite sick of the game. I'd played it for years and just got bored of it at the time, and then I got back into it because I've forgotten why I got back into it. I got back into it for a reason, but I've forgotten why. There was a reason behind it, but yeah. So essentially, we're just gonna have big like changes, so it's gonna come out maybe because there's maybe like a rock or something here, and then it's gonna go back in, and then we're just gonna carry this all the way around here, all the way around here, all the way around here. We're gonna terraform all of this so we get rid of it, like a decent amount of it, maybe drop it down like 2 or something. We'll move the terrain up and down inside, creating different levels in the river so that the river's not just flat all the time. As you can see here, look, so the bottom will be here, and then it goes up heavily to here, and then it goes down, and then it goes down, and then it goes up again. And by doing this, it just makes the water feel more natural, and that's what you want. You don't want to have this flat riverbed of just like stone where there's nothing there. It wants to have that kind of like that variation in height in both the y-axis and the protrusions in the x-axis or the z-axis, whichever axis you're in. But it wants to have protrusions and incursions. I believe they're the 2 words it uses. Protrusions being things that stick out, and incursions being one that you go into. Mad. That's the maddest sentence I've ever said. I believe it's protrusions and incursions. I might be wrong there, but and please tell me if I'm wrong. I'd be more than happy. So I think the walls definitely want to be a lot more variated than the 4 does. I think the 4 wants to be a lot more just stone with the hittle scent of variation, because I think too much variation in the 4 can lead to the build just looking a little bit off. So obviously the 4's like the bit that most prominent kind of thing. The walls are prominent, but when you look like this. I guess the walls are a little bit more prominent. Yeah, that's what I meant. And I can't think what I'm trying to say. Like the walls are more prominent, so you want them to stand out. There we go. I got prominent mixed up with another word, and I don't know what word it was. But yeah, you want the walls to stand out. So the way to do that is to have the walls look textured and variated, because as you see, all the little variants catch your eye. And just by catching your eye, it means that you do look at that, and then what you want is like the base to look a little bit textured, so that it obviously doesn't just look like a big plate of just nothingness, or like doesn't just look like stone. But then you want maybe some seagrass in it, just so that there's a little bit of like greenery still. You can maybe add some coral now and again, not coral blocks, never coral blocks unless you're doing a big project. Coral fans are the better ones, that's what you want. Kelp, sea pickles are amazing. They're a nice little source of light that you can use. Just anything like that realistically. But yeah, I think we might end the stream. Tomorrow we will carry on with this. That will be the main goal, will be to get this all the way around to here. And when this gets to about here, just past this thing, this is when we will do this this is when we'll do this railing, because then we can kind of connect it a little bit better. We'll know whereabouts it wanting to go. We'll build a nice little archway here using some stone, using some oak, and a design that I'll have to come up with. And then we'll come up with a pathway designed with some use of some different blocks, mostly being dirt, bit of coarse dirt when I eventually get coarse dirt, because I think you need to touch for coarse dirt as well. So we can use cobblestone, some stairs, some cobblestone stairs, and that's for weight, so just in 4 blocks. And some buttons as well. Buttons are always a nice touch, just to add a little bit of texture. Just a little bit of texture and a little bit of depth, a little bit of like, oh fuck at this. And then obviously we can go up this hill, around here, and then we'll probably build a nice little lumber mill here, with a little yard here where they cut, and some custom trees that they're in the process of cutting down. And then we'll get rid of all the trees as well. Almost that abundance of custom trees. But yeah. Then once all of that area is done, or once this one's done, we'll work on the. Once this one's done, we'll work on the houses. So once this area is done, houses, then we'll work on the other Donny, so that we don't just work on 2 wheat fields in a row. But yeah, you guys just know what's coming. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the second stream of today. Bit of terraforming. Episode 9 will be terraforming again. But yeah, it's been a treat having you guys. I'm glad you all joined. I hope you'll join again tomorrow. I hope some more people join again tomorrow, so we can just chill out, relax, and yeah. Comment what you think about this build. Comment if you think I should add a back to it. If I should have some walls here. And yeah, comment anything else that you think I could put in the village. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the builds, and peace out. See ya.